definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jackson. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. 22 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Ward. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes, still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Lawrence. He shakes it off. He'll try and do this himself. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Out of the gun again to Spears. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Lawrence's pass.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 133 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Here's Lawrence. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10. On first and 10, it's Spears. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
At the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Right back to Spears. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
a gain of a yard. And the Titans first down.
Hand off to Spears. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ward throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
On the toss, it's Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Jaguars at 4-7 now on the year. And they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. They played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now, Ward. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now. Now Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Ward. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack and the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 7.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 14.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Play action now. Ward. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Here's a 2nd and 5.
To number 46. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running right, here's Steele. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That is caught. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Titans first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
To throw is Ward. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Ward. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Ward. This one caught by Ridley. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Yeah, that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Here's Logan Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll run with Spears. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 12. Ward now working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Steele. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
To throw, here's Ward.
At the 45-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
For a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Thomas has it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Jaguars first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 32. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Shifts by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That's to the tight end Helm. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Ward. And that one to the right side and incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Ward. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. And now a run to Spears. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, here's Ward.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's taken to the 26. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And Spears with another carry.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll keep it on the ground. Spears. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 7. First down, Titans.
Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That's another Titans first down. A gain of 12. And the Titans first down.
Here's Ward. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try the left side. Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Ward. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Titans first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tennessee.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go. Spears. And he stopped immediately there.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Hitting Samuel on the slant.
Dances by him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Titans.
They'll run on first down. Spears. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Titans.
Looking to throw. Ward. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Now Ward on 4th down.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Parker Washington.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Cam Little on for the Jaguars field goal.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Titans offense and Tyjae Spears set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now Spears to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Ward. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Drops it underneath for Tootin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Lawrence running right on the option. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
Jaguars, first down.
Right back to him on first down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Toss left side for Etienne. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Jaguars, first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tennessee offense set to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Spears. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Out of the gun, Ward. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.